This is the Johnny's Pizza House Friday Night Blitz, brought to you by Car Giant Auto Group.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm going to make some good money tonight because our production assistant, Cam, doesn't believe me. Just want to let that be known on the record. Wesley, I want to put it on the record.
Okay.
You take it away from here.
All right.
I'm
We got
about to be
Coach
a
Brown
very
here on the
rich
set
man.
with us now. Coach, let's dive into this District 1 5A game rematch of last year's second round playoff game. And, I mean, Coach, obviously you're very familiar with a lot of the coaches on these teams. Your paths cross all the time. This district, from your opinion, it's got to be a lot of fun to not have to coach in it, right? Because it is just every year, it kind of cannibalizes itself.
Yeah, we've taken our shot with one or two of them in pre-district last couple of years. But yeah, I mean I'd hate to have to bet on any money lines or anything against this district. It's Coach Kirby and Coach Brotherton are two of the best in the area, and they're young too, so going to be around for a while here.
It's got to be interesting to see the development of a program. You know, Coy takes it over, and they struggle a little bit in year one. Year two, they've got the momentum with the playoff win, and now they've established themselves as the favorite early on in district play. To see a guy like that rise through the coaching ranks and now to have the success he's having as a head coach, you know, with the success you've had, just and that you felt personally, what does that feel like to finally get the program on the right trajectory? Yeah,
I mean, me and Coy started the same year, and honestly, the guy in the background there is Jim Gatlin. He had turned Parkway around 10, 15 years ago, and then helped Northwood get on track. And I know me and Coy both lean on Jim quite a bit, but Coy's done a great job. They've got some tremendous athletes, really big, fast. The whole athletic program at Parkway is really good. So it's scary. It's been fun to watch them succeed.
Yeah. Let's go to Sam Rothman after the game.
It may just be week 5 of the regular season, but this is going to be a game the Parkway Panthers remember for quite some time. First off, Panthers taking down Captain Shreve 25-13 to improve to 5-0 for the first time since 2013. Oh, and then Jalen White just made some history tonight, becoming Parkway's all-time rushing leader with over 2,800 yards.
You know, I love it. Got to keep on pushing so no one else can break it. We're finna go celebrate this W. We just keep on grinding, looking for a district championship.
I thought we played well. Offensive line, man, hats off to them tonight. And Jalen White broke the school rushing record tonight. I think he needed like 240 something to do it, and he went over that there. So proud of him, man. Proud of the effort, everybody. Defense gave up that early touchdown and just bowed up the rest of the night, and you know, shut them out. Who won?
Parkway?
Parkway, that's right.
Another thing to note is that Parkway held Captain Shreve to its lowest point total of the season. The Gators came in averaging about 30 points per game. They were held to 13 tonight. Reporting here from Preston Crownover Stadium, I'm Sam Rothman.
So that was the big story of the night in Bossier, but in Benton, Coach, we saw something that happened to Burr we have not seen this year. Benton goes out. They put up 63. You guys got a strong dose of the Tiger offense early on. What is it about that Benton offense that they've had so much success this year? What makes them so hard to defend?
Yeah, we're actually feeling a little bit better about our Northwood defense.
Right.
Not giving up 70 to Benton as everybody else has. But honestly, they're well coached. They're gonna make you be very patient on defense. They're gonna take what they can. They're gonna string together long drives and senior leadership, wide receiver and quarterback, and honestly, that running back's probably their best player on the team, I think.
Yeah.
Very good there, and they got 2 running backs. Just a well-coached team that's going to take what you give you and make you get aggressive on defense and then take their shot. So they do a really good job there.
And then, Coach, moving over to District 1 4A, your opponent next week, Evangel. We've seen them have some success this year. Looks like they're kind of getting some stuff back on track. We were talking earlier. You say the Eagles have a lot of talent. Yeah,
absolutely. They've grown. They've been young. They've taken their punches and have withstood them the last couple of years. That defense is every bit as big as anybody in this area, and they're extremely aggressive. So I think they're very formidable. And you know, the big dogs or the contenders in 4A1 haven't played each other yet, besides us and Huntington. So it's going to be fun going down this last couple weeks of 4A1.
Yeah, everybody's been talking about, the cannibalism, so to speak, of 1-5A, but there's a good chance we could see it in 1-4A.
We're just waiting for it in y'all's district.
Right. I mean, and then Woodlawn's got a ton of athletes, like we talked about during the break, and anybody could beat anybody tonight in District 1 4A and 1 5A. What is, I guess, the next step for your football team? You guys get a big win over Bossier. You're able to bounce back from some adversity. What's the next step you're looking for your football team to take to try to ultimately come away with that district championship?
Yeah, we've got to play a full game. We haven't played a full game yet, and all three aspects are all 4 quarters. We've played as good as we could for a couple quarters versus Huntington. We beat an airline team that probably is a 4-1 team if they didn't have 12 turnovers first 2 weeks.
Exactly, yeah.
That win is starting to look a lot better, and the way we play is starting to look a lot better with their last couple games since they lost to us. But like I said, it's just putting a full game together in all 3 aspects in all 4 quarters.
And really quick, you keep alluding to the losses look a lot better. I think that's a great point because you guys defeat Wassman, who's got a few quality wins. You defeat Airline, who's looking like they're finally putting it all together. Of course, Benton has been a really cool story out of 1 5A. The non-district portion of your schedule, you always talk about we want to schedule the best, we want to play the best. What is it about the opponents that you feel like you've learned the most from them so far? What is it? What area have you learned the most from so far?
Yeah, honestly, we scheduled to not necessarily Zachary's called us, West Monroe's called us. We're not necessarily scheduling the best team in the states. We want to schedule teams that are going to challenge us in different ways. The Benton staff, we feel like is going to challenge us in in-game decisions and coaching adjustments. Wassman's going to challenge us by traveling and athletically. And then Airline was a new opponent. Honestly, we ain't played them in 30 years, and we ain't beat them in 30 years, from what I've been told.
Yeah.
So that was a fun one to schedule. And what we've learned is resiliency, and you learn this kid's better at this position, and in-game adjustments and how kids handle it. And it was fun non-district, but it's going to be fun here next week and then week 10 versus North DeSoto.
Man, and I tell you what, we can't wait for that one. We'll talk more about the Griffins. We'll talk more about the Falcons. We got Northwood head coach Austin Brown with us, and more Friday Night Blitz after this.
To our queen and to the entire homecoming court, we would like to thank Mr. Eddie Colvin for supplying the flowers tonight.